to racing. The advent of the month of May means one thing. The fastest racing on earth returns to its spiritual home, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. But before the Indy 500, the greatest spectacle in racing, first, this Sonsio Grand Prix on the Indy road course. And that is what we are here this afternoon to enjoy. Why don't we take a look, though, at this Indy road circuit. So complex, tight, twisting, and very challenging.
Undeniably the smoothest road course on the schedule. This place is billiard top smooth, and it is fast. Down the long front straightaway, they'll hit 185 miles an hour in the draft, on push to pass, and hard onto the brakes into turn one, all the way down to first gear as you wind through to the backside. Turn four, very tricky on the brakes to keep the car balanced, and then through the fast chicane of 5 and 6, and a great passing opportunity here, James.
Great passing opportunity into 7, 180 mile an hour maximum speed. When you head into the S's, 7 through 10, you're going to see all sorts of curb riding, some side-by-side action, but it's important to get a good run out of 10 because you're flat out through 11 as you briefly go back up onto the short chute of the oval for another passing opportunity, hard on the brakes into 12, cut back in, low speed, minimum 66 out of 13, and then it's all on the throttle Townsend through 14 and down that famous front straight, going the wrong direction if you're used to seeing the Indy 500.
For them. And as James said in the opening to this show, this race acts as the start of the month of May. To get that momentum rolling into the Indy 500, it is a very different and unique challenge, one that Alex Palou has mastered and knows only too well as he leads the field around the final turn, back onto the banking and down that famous straight, over the yard of bricks. They will wait for the green before slamming the throttle and getting this race underway. We do have green.
This is one of the biggest braking zones on the circuit. Everyone trying to gain positions, but they have to be careful not to overcook it into that tight first corner.
Palou defends the inside beautifully. Pato Award slots in behind. Felix Rosenqvist holds on to third, and remarkably, the entire front pack makes it through turn one cleanly.
Let's ride on board with Pato Award as he shadows the championship leader.
He's right in the draft, staying within a couple of car lengths. The McLaren looks planted through the fast left-hander, but there's nowhere to force a move this early.
Meanwhile, keep an eye on Simmy Dott G. What a sensational opening lap he's had. They're side by side through the hairpin, and Dott G wisely concedes the position on corner exit. He'll settle back into 7th, but that's still a terrific opening lap after starting 9th.
You don't win the race on lap 1 here. Pato's gathering information where Palou breaks, where he's strongest, and where he might have an opportunity later in the stint.
Back at the front, Alex Palou exits the final corner and leads the field across the stripe to complete lap 1 of the Sonsio Grand Prix.
This is exactly what Palou wanted. A clean getaway, no drama, and now he can begin controlling the pace from the front.
Award stays within striking distance in second. Rosenqvist remains third, and keep an eye on Simmy Dott G.
7. Clear left. Passes lap 4, failure of 114.9. The last lap was 15.5. Sector 3 is 0.3 off the pace.
Copy that. Let me get a race update.
Continue quick lap for tail 114.4.
Copy that. How about the rest of the field?
Gap ahead now, 0.7. Lap has a 15.5. Sectors 1 and 3 are 0.4 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace.
Copy that. Oh, that felt good. I can get him on the inside.
Left. Clear on your left. Attaboy.
Good looks. Still got a long race.
On your left. Clear to the left. The next car ahead of us left. Clear to the left.
Ah, he snapped in front of me. There's nothing I could do there.
Go, go, go.
Quickest lap for tail 114.2. This car exiting pits. P6.
Copy that. Oh, almost broke too late there.
Go, go, go.
Left rear tires got some minor wear.
Copy that. Cherry, let me get an update.
You're reeling. David in. Gaps now. 1.4 seconds. You're halfway through this fuel run.
Copy that. Jerry, let me get a tire update, please.
Got a little bit of wear on that right rear. Your left rear tires getting pretty worn.
Alright, copy that. Feels good still. I think I could extend his stint just a little longer.
P6. The leader, Leolo, is pitting.
That's perfect. If we could just extend a little longer, we might be able to overcut and get some good track position here.
All right, you're in the lead.
There's nothing better than clean air, baby. Let's do this. Jerry, what's the tires looking like now?
That's a minor wear in your left front tire. You got a good bit of wear.
All right, cool. I'm gonna pin this lap. Let's go. Get ready.
Welcome back to the Sonsio Grand Prix as we pick things up on lap 10, and we've got a terrific battle further down the order. Stingray Rob and Renus VK are wheel to wheel down the Hulman Boulevard straight.
This is exactly where you want to make the move. VK got a fantastic exit out of turn 14, and he's pulled alongside before the braking zone.
Rob hangs tough on the outside, but VK has the preferred inside line heading into turn 6.
Let's head back to the front because this race is really beginning to take shape.
Lewis Foster continues to lead in an outstanding drive this afternoon. Pato Award sits second, and right behind him is Simmy Dott G in third. Those three have broken away ever so slightly, but they certainly aren't cruising.
Dott G has had one of the strongest races of anyone in the field. Remember, he started 9th on the grid, picked off several cars on the opening lap, briefly slipped back one position, and since then he's methodically worked his way into podium contention. He's been aggressive when opportunities presented themselves, but patient enough not to abuse the tires.
And he's keeping O'Ward honest. Every time Pato opens a small gap, Dott G closes it right back up. The pressure is constant.
The big story, though, might be the car closing in behind them.
Alex Palou is flying. After leading the opening stages, a slow pit stop dropped the championship leader all the way back to 4th, but he's erased much of that deficit already.
That's what makes Palou so dangerous. Most drivers would lose their rhythm after a mistake in the pits. Palou simply reset, put his head down, and has been the fastest car on the circuit ever since. He's already back on the rear of this lead pack, and if this pace continues, we're going to have a 4-car fight for the victory.
Fresh air ahead, clean tires underneath him, and now he's within striking distance. This race is far from over.
As we complete lap 12, Louis Foster still leads the Sonsio Grand Prix. O'Ward remains second. Simmy Dott G holds third after an excellent charge through the field. But don't look now. Alex Palou has recovered brilliantly from that costly pit stop and is right back in contention. The battle for victory is just beginning to heat up.
All right, Simmy, race update here. You're P3, running right on the back of O'Ward. Leader Foster is about 1.1 seconds up the road. O'Ward is 0.6 ahead. You're matching the leader's pace lap for lap.
Copy that.
Behind you, Palou's the one to watch. He's recovered from that slow stop, and he's about 0.8 back. He's been the quickest car over the last few laps, so expect him to start showing the nose soon.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him. Defend when necessary. How's the fuel looking?
Fuel numbers are looking good. Push to pass is healthy. We've got more available than O'Ward. Tires are still in the window. Just keep looking after that left front through the long corners.
Copy that.
No need to force anything here. Keep the pressure on Pato. Make him use his tires. And if Foster and O'Ward start racing each other, we'll be in position to capitalize. Nice and smooth. We're in this thing. Christian is now leading the race. That lap was a 1:14.7.
Cap update.
Gap 2 forward heads now 2.0.
Copy that.
The leader, Christian, is pitting. Passes that for 114.1. Caution here. Ford is now leading. Will behind is pitting. The lap was a 115.0. One lap down. Second.
Copy that.
Coming out of the pits. That lap is a 116.5. You've used half your fuel.
Copy that.
Tires got a little bit of wear. It's hitting 9. I think we'll come up just behind you.
Ah, a little too hard. Ah, no. God damn it.
You're getting a little heat in your left rear tire. You got a lot of heat in that right rear tire.
Yeah, I know.
The next car is one lap down. The leader, Ward, is pitting. Ward ahead is pitting.
Copy that. Sure, a little bit of update on fuel.
This car exiting the pits now. Okay, you got 4 laps of fuel left. Rob behind is pitting. Things are fine. The next guy is 1 lap down.
Let me get a tire update.
Rear tires have a little bit of wear.
Copy that.
You're in the lead.
Let me get a quick update.
Gap 2, E2 behind us now. Lap 3, you got 2 laps of fuel left.
Copy that.
Next car ahead of us is 1 lap down. Simpson is entering the pits 6. I think they'll come up just ahead of you.
Copy that.
That's some minor wear on your left front tire. The left rear tire's got pretty significant wear.
Alright. Still want to try and push this stint a little bit longer.
Got 1 exit in the pits. 1 lap of fuel left. That last lap was 1:16.8. Christian behind is pitting. In front is 1 lap down. Christian pitting from P6. I think they'll come out just behind you. Alright, bring it to us this time around.
Copy that.
Okay, pump 1 red here. Expect some traffic on exit. I think we're going to come out in position 1, just ahead of D21.
At least a lap before the car you're racing, using those new tires on the out lap, maybe 1 push lap to jump them in that pit cycle. And the undercut very strong right now.
You see behind the pylon on the left, Rahal with 1 position up, Palou with 1 position lost, faster down 4, Lundgaard up 6 places. A great run from this man, the McLaren driver, who has been so impressive throughout this season. 2nd in the championship, needs as many points as he can to try and cling on to Alex Palou, who even if he finishes where he sits right now, will extend that championship lead.
And I'll say it again, another driver on the big mover list, Scott Dixon, up 6 spots. But guys, he is only 12 seconds back from the leader right now on a race where we haven't had any cautions. So Scott Dixon doing what he needs to do. He's on cadence to get himself to the top 5 by the end of the day.
And here comes Scott McLaughlin on the soft tires, getting himself involved in the fight for the lead.
Yellow here. Let's run up 15.1. Gap per second ahead is now 3.4 seconds. The leader, Rob, is pitting now. Ward ahead is pitting now. You're in the lead. Is 2 laps behind. Car behind us is putting. That's half your tank. The guy in front is 1 lap down. Schumacher hitting 11. Looks like they'll come out just behind you. Your right rear tire's got a little bit of wear. You got a good bit of wear on your left rear tire. laps of fuel left. Right clear to the right. Right side. Still there. Clear on the right. Armstrong is pitting from P21. He should come out just ahead of you. Right. Clear to the right. On the right. Clear right. On the rear right.
The way to now, all of us power. Graham's gone from thinking about winning to now, all of a sudden, you got to worry about, can I even finish in the top 5 the way this is going to play out?
Devastating for him. He's done everything right. Perhaps the strategy wasn't the one we might have employed, looking at the fact that Palou had that sticker set of softs to save for the end. But what can you do? You roll the dice and you go for broke.
Giving it their best shot today. They'll certainly learn, but on the Rahal Letterman scorecard, you have Louis Foster. He started inside the top 6 alongside DiFrancesco. They now run 10th and 12th.
I'm going to respectfully say they didn't give it their best shot, because that tire strategy, it just doesn't add up. And I'm not trying to do that as a Monday morning quarterback, as we see Graham Rahal now get around the lap car of Colton Herta. We saw what Palou did in thermal. The huge advantage was having that new set of reds at the end of the race, closed up a 12-second gap on Pato O'Ward and made the pass. We knew that he had those, that Palou had that new set. Why wouldn't you at least try to be on the same compound at the end?
Well, but look at where they are right now. This is not the right compound for Graham Rahal against Alex Palou at the end of this
here comes Scott McLaughlin. Just has to get through Colton Herta and will be right on the back of Graham Rahal. We listen to his radio.
Pistol, leave me out too long. Yeah, copy that. Right now, just focus forward a little bit, buddy. We'll take care of you.
Yeah, you hear just disconsolate in his voice, isn't he?
I know, but my point is, I think even right now, if he could do it over again, he'd say, let's finish on the black tire because my car's falling apart at this point in the race. They're about a lap short of their final stop as Colton Herta just peeled off for his last stop. Graham Rahal probably should come this next time by as you look at his tire strategy. Soft, hard, soft. He'll finish on the hard. McLaughlin closing quickly.
Rob is now in the lead. Okay, got one coming out of the pits. Just in front of you. Rob is pitting. Track is falling. It's now 104 degrees. Yellow here, showing the way. On the right, clear to the right. is 1 lap down. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. You're second on the pace in Sector 3. Was a 15.7. Left rear tires got some minor wear. We've just done a 15.5. Sector 3 is 0.7. Off the pace. You've used half your fuel here. You got a little bit of wear on that right rear tire. You got a good bit of wear on your left rear tire. Alright, you're running up front. Yellow, one more to the left. You've just done 15.3.
One lap to go at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Simmy Dott G leads the Sonsio Grand Prix, but the championship leader Alex Palou is hunting the back of that Chevy.
This is exactly what Palou wanted. He recovered brilliantly after that slow pit stop, and now he's got one lap to steal this race away.
Now down the middle straight toward turn 6, and Palou is gaining. The draft is pulling him closer with every passing meter.
He's within 3 car lengths, now 2. This is the closest he's been all race.
Now through the fast S's, and Palou is all over the gearbox of Simmy Dott G. There's almost nothing between them as they snake through the left-right sequence.
Dott G cannot afford the slightest mistake. This is phenomenal driving from both.
Dott G stays calm, brakes exactly on his marks. That's championship-level composure under enormous pressure.
Final corner, Dott G gets a brilliant launch. Palou tries one last time to get alongside, but there isn't enough racetrack left. Checkered flag, Simmy Dott G wins the Sonsio Grand Prix, his second victory of the season, and what a drive under relentless pressure from Alex Palou.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Thank you for the drivers, baby. Thank you, engineers. You made me look really good here, baby. Let's go.
That might be his most complete performance of the year. Started 9th, worked his way through the field, managed the strategy perfectly, and then defended flawlessly against arguably the best closer in IndyCar.
Outstanding defense, clean, fair, and absolutely clinical. And don't overlook what this means for the championship. Palou still finishes second, but Dott G takes a huge chunk out of that points lead. That's exactly the kind of result he needed to put this title fight right back on.
What a race! Simmy Dott G delivers an incredible second win of the season after holding off a charging Alex Palou in a thrilling final lap battle here at the Sonsio Grand Prix. That victory couldn't have come at a better time as the championship fight tightens heading into the next round. If you enjoyed the race, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and let me know in the comments, was that the best finish of the season so far? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time for another race here on the channel. Until then, take care.